What you need for a fish stew: ginger and garlic mashed up. You can put water in it because it's going in the curry slash soup. Spring onions, fish stock, the fish marinated in Timoor, loads of tomatoes, onions, chili and lime, and then tomato puree, and then more Timoor. I'm just going to pour in some vegetable oil. You can use any. This is just for the onions and the chili, you know, all that good. With some turmeric, a little bit of turmeric for that extra colour. Now you just mix. Browning a little bit, we'll add in the tomatoes and the tomato puree. So about this much or so. We thicken up the soup slash curry, so that should do it. And then you also pop in some lime. Drizzle it all around so it doesn't stick to the pan. So I'm using 2, so it just adds flavour. Okay, now you just mix them all up. It doesn't have to be pretty. And then now you just cover it up with the lid so that it turns mushy and into a paste, which will thicken up the curry later on. So keep checking periodically and then stir. So as I said before, you want it to be mushy. So as you can see, it's starting to become paste-like. You want it to be, you want all the tomatoes to be mashed up so that it will thicken up the curry slash soup. I have no idea what it's called. But yeah, so you just need to make sure it's all melted and mushed up. You can put the lid back on and wait for a couple of minutes. So as you can see, it has become paste-like. So I think it's pretty much done. Then you can pop your water with ginger and garlic and the fish paste. Just make sure that all the lumps are gone. Fish paste, you just need to mash it up a little bit and then add in your Timoor. Don't want a lot because the fish has already been marinated with it. So you can add in a little bit of salt now and then pour in some more water. This is all on low heat at the moment whilst you pour in some water. You need way more than it. Crank up the heat a little bit and wait for it to boil and then reduce it down. Then you can add in your fish. It's boiling nicely. You can whack in some more salt at this stage because it doesn't matter if you put too much salt because it will simmer down and soak in with the soup slash curry, and then waiting it till it reduces again. So now that's boiling, you can pop in your fish. So just whack it in one at a time, and because they're bigger slices, you have to cook them in for longer. Okay. So yeah. So it doesn't matter where you place them, but you need to cook them for longer. As there are bigger slices. Okay, and then you can close the lid. Close the lid and wait for it to reduce and cook. Okay, now we're back. As you can see, it's still boiling. Now we just need to reduce the curry down just to make sure that the fish is cooked. And at this stage you might want to check the soup to see if there's enough seasoning, and if there isn't, you can add some more salt to it. So yeah, now we just wait for it to reduce down further. Now that it's done, has been reduced, you can check if the fish is cooked by pinching it, and you can pop in the garnishes now. There we go. Just popped in the spring onions and the coriander in, and now it's ready to serve. Now you can serve the fish curry. Look at it, it's just falling apart. Look at it, it looks so good. So we usually eat this in the Gurung family with rice. I mean, you can basically just eat this by itself because the soup is so like hearty and filling. Like in the cold, this will be like perfect. But yeah, as I said, we eat this with rice in our house, so it's perfect for the winter and to our taste. So if you follow the recipe, as I said, I don't think I mentioned this, we don't really measure anything, we just eyeball it. So yeah, enjoy your meal, guys, and comment down below what you want me to cook next, and what you would like to see, if you would like to see any more Nepalese cuisines being cooked. And yeah, so that's how we cook our fish curry in the Gurung family house. And I'm out.